Hey guys, happy Sunday and welcome to yet another speed build. It's our weekly rendezvous. Ooh, get a bit of French there. But something slightly different to what I talked about in last week's video, because I said I was going to do a community lot for this week, and then I pursued on doing a week of CC and went, my brain is fried, and the community lot requires me to use the tool mod for the first time. And I know the tool mod's not difficult to use, but it's a lot of trial and error. And what I want to do is going to use lots of different angles of an object stacked on top of each other and so I thought, let me be kind to myself and do a different build in Evergreen Harbour that doesn't tax my brain so much. So this is it. This is I'm going to be all British here and say it's a semi-detached property. But you guys probably in the rest of the world just call it a duplex. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a semi-detached because I'm gonna get all British AF on you. So basically, this week I was tagged in a post on Tumblr, and this person used like tiny travelers, they used the bathroom, they used the kitchen in combination with eco lifestyle. Oh, I didn't say eco living, well done. And it kind of triggered me a little bit of like, oh, I miss my CC. It's quite a wondrous thing. So I decided, hey, it's about time we got some CC up in Evergreen Harbour. So this is my first CC build in the world. Yep. I've got to say, CC is not necessarily a necessity in Evergreen Harbour with the vibes it's giving off, but I feel like it's an enhancement. Other places I feel like it's a necessity. It's enhancing our natural resources, if you get what I mean. So I've, of course, used the bathroom windows because they are seamless and beautiful, and I missed them very, very much. So I've used them in here. Alternatively, if you don't use CC and you want to use the slot, you can just replace them with the 1 and 2 tile windows that came with Eco Lifestyle, or even base game. I swear to God, you start a voiceover, it sounds like someone's using the loudest leaf blower in the world outside. You probably can't hear it. Please say you can't hear it because it's really, really annoying. But what was I saying? Yeah. You can replace the windows if you don't have the bathroom. But yeah, Eco Life, I presume you're only going to download this if you have Eco Lifestyle. I really can't hear myself think because of this machine outside. Been quiet all morning and I go to do a voiceover, thank you. But yeah, I'm just so happy with how this one turned out, because I saw basically this was inspired by a CGI like render of a place that looks just like this, and it's in Australia. Well, proposed was in Australia. I don't think it's ever been built, but I just loved the way that the green, they had like green vines kind of overhanging the roof and then a grass roof, and I thought it's like enough eco to know that they're eco-conscious, but it's not too stereotypical this is an eco build. It could quite easily not be an eco build and still look like this. So that's what I decided to go with. I've used my new favourite things, which are the wall decor items that came with Eco Lifestyle. I know we've had them in some other packs, but I think these are the best versions they've done of them, because we have vertical and horizontal versions of these wall decors, and I've just all placed in between so that they're even smaller. So when you're front on to the build, you can see through into the windows, and when you look from an angle, then you can't see into the windows, and it's got this whole privacy thing. So yeah, I like this green roof. I haven't done a green roof with these particular plants before, so I'm happy that worked out. And the whole lily of the valley thing, I love the flowers on it, so that was super cute to add onto the roof too. And it filled in all the gaps. So definitely going to need Jungle Adventure for those like hanging vines I've got there, and also I think I've put island living stuff on top as well. But yeah, so this is on a 30 by 20 lot in Evergreen Harbour. It is the lot that has a very, very ugly house, and I think the family is called the Tinkerers. I think that's what the family's called. It's a 30 by 20 lot. It looks like a giant monstrosity, you know, just sitting there. Definitely not a house I would ever give the Sims team props for making. I've got to say, props for the crane lot that they did. That was really good, and I looked at it and I was like, hold on, there are so many objects on this lot. Did they just say screw it to the lot count, to the restrictions that they had? Because let's say the original lot that's on this, there was no way it had so much less content in it than that one crane lot, and I was like, what happened here? Like, it was really heavily designed, that crane lot, and it had a lot of detail, a lot of items, and I was suspicious. So yeah, but this lot, no, it was ugly, so I had no problem just bulldozing it and starting again. This one, of course, like all my best builds, only has one bedroom. What can we say? You know, it's a good look. If I did a build with 5 bedrooms, you'd know there was something wrong. Really, actually, no, there wouldn't be something wrong. It would just, actually, no, there would be something wrong, because I would have built a ginormous mansion that all I could do was fill it with bedrooms. So yeah, but this one, each side has 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. They are like mirrored, but I've tried to keep the interiors completely different vibes in both of the houses. So you could use the roommate system and have your sim in one side, and then they have like neighbors on the other side. Maybe you're gonna like move in a couple and they can be the neighbors on the other side. I think that's really cool. So yeah, this is only a 30 by 20, so they're very small houses. For some reason in Evergreen Harbour, I've just been inspired to build pretty small, I would say. The last one, what was it called? Conifer Corner? That was the one. That was small, and that was on the 20 by 15. So basically 2 of those put together equal this lot. But yeah, normally if I was doing 2 houses on one lot, I'd probably, like recently I've been choosing only to furnish 1, but this was small enough for me to be able to do both sides for you. So one side is like a dark interior, the other side is a light interior, and it has lots of the bathroom, lots of the kitchen, and a few little sprinkles of tiny travelers. Just a little dotting of a sprinkling. This lot is quite interesting to build on. I don't know what it is, but in Evergreen Harbour, I feel like whenever I build something, it always looks great when it's facing the other way around. So I've built all this, I've built the front where the front of the lot is, and then when I went to do screenshots, I was like, it looks better turned the other way, like it looks nice in the background. It's always because I'm looking for a nice background to enhance the build, and if you take a picture from this way, you just have these, some of them nice modern eco-friendly builds, but you also still have some of the suburban disgusting things, because they don't all update, only some of the builds update in this area when you do the whole neighborhood initiative thing. So I turned it the other way around, and at night time, I presume it's, I don't know what it is, some kind, what are those things behind? I want to say they're oil, but I'm sure they're not. And you know what? As soon as I start doing voiceovers, I lose all general knowledge from my brain. So yeah, it's not helping. But the giant round things that are next to the dock, bay, whatever you want to call it, those there light up at nighttime when it's all regenerated. They have this like pine tree cutout thing. It's really, really cute on there. And then they have pink and I think blue lights at nighttime. So I think I probably will insert a nighttime shot into the screenshots at the end if you're interested. Yeah, so I kind of, some of the shots may be facing the wrong way and some of them will be the right way. I'm not too sure yet. I haven't actually finished taking screenshots. I just played around. I was like, oh God, what angle do I need to make this build not look fat and dumpy? You know, sometimes I do these builds and they don't look the greatest in screenshots. When you're in them, great. When you go to take a picture, you're like, oh Lord help me. because it doesn't look cute and it's not selling it at all. So as I was saying before, this does have CC in it, so you will be able to get it on my Tumblr. The link is in the first line of the description box. As per always with my CC builds, there is a full list of the required sets you're going to need, because I have also restricted what content I've used, so it's only custom content that I've actually made or been a part of. So there's only bathroom, kitchen, tiny twaddlers, and some of my other sets. There is also the first outing of a set that has been on early access on my Patreon, patreon.com/Hey Harrie, just shameless plug. It's been on early access there, and it's called the Stockholm set. I took my first pet stuff sofa, you know, the modern looking one that everyone likes but has got questionable sausage dog cushions on it. I took that as my starting point and completely reimagined it. We got rid of the weird divisions in the sofa and we made it a cute looking modern sofa. So you're going to see that one in, I think, the dark side. Yeah, so this house here on the right is the dark one, and that's the main sofa in there. I've used a lot more of it, and then I've used some of the other items from the Stockholm set on the other side. So yeah, there's a mix of them. It's still in early access at the moment for the next few days, I think until the 18th, but then it's available on my Patreon free as well, and that just means that I need to hurry up and get this kitchen finished. That's what I'm working on this month, is a kitchen. So I don't know if the community lot that I had planned is going to be next week's build, because I feel like my brain is probably going to be turned to mush this week as well. So just keep an eye out. I'm not too sure what next week's build is going to be, and so it's going to be a surprise. But anyway, I did all the same that you saw there on the right hand side to the left hand side of the building. So I've cut out all the footage of just doing the building part of this side because it's identical basically, apart from the middle central little bump outs that are the shared, where they share a wall for the staircase. This one is a little bit further back. They're kind of the same, but they have a few little differences between each side just to keep it a little bit fresh. But yeah, I've kept in this footage of this garden area. So the other side had a swimming pool and a jacuzzi, so they're all about that. This side is more garden, typical kind of garden entertaining. They got a barbecue out here and seating area and everything, and I was so glad I got to use the dining chairs that came with the kitchen set. I was just like, oh, they go perfect. And in this side, I use them inside with the eco lifestyle dining table, and you'll see it, like the matchingness. I'm just like, yes, thank Jesus. Also managed to use the vertical garden thingy there, and yeah, I was just like, oh, I think eco lifestyle, this is the fourth build. I can quite honestly say it's my favourite pack. Content wise, not necessarily the world, I've got to say, but the content is just, as I said, I think in the apartment build, it feels like I'm building with CC, which is completely true. And if you look at this build, you can't see where the in-game content starts and the CC begins, which I think is a real true testament to like the collabs that me and Felix have done. I had a bit of a oh moment, you know, when you're like, oh, we made this moment, when I was looking at it and it was just kind of all together. It's like, oh, it looks so cute. We've built so many items together in our collabs, and just seeing it all in one build I got all the feels. I was like, oh, it matches so perfectly as well. I'm super happy, and I'm so excited to do our next collab. I think actually I know we've settled on what area of the home we are going to be tackling next, so prepare your bodies. It's gonna be another few months though, okay? Not gonna lie, it hasn't started yet. It's literally, we have one image that's gonna inspire the whole entire set, okay? Just the one. There isn't a board yet. You know, it's real when there's a board. When there's a Pinterest board and we're both pinning to it, then it's like major. It's about to happen. But yeah, that'll be a few months, so just prepare. It's getting tougher though to decide what areas of the house to do, because like we started off with the kitchen, and that was because everyone needs more kitchens. Speaking of it, here is the kitchen, and I got to use it in this green color, which I have never used, this combo of green and the black, and I love it, and I shall be using it again. Thank you. But yeah, we did the kitchen, and it was one of the areas of the home that everyone was crying out for more content for, which I think quite possibly we could even do another well, I got to say the proper name, another kitchen collab, maybe before we even did another room. But yeah, I just still, people want more content for kitchens, to be quite honest. That was an easy room to decide on that we were going to tackle. And then the bathroom, of course, everyone's looking for bathroom stuff. I know we have a lot of toilets in the game, but good quality stuff. That brings me on to the bathroom set that came with Eco Lifestyle. I've got to say I don't like it. It's like one of the only things in it I just don't like it. It's so gimmicky. You know, the whole inset glass. No, well, it's not inset glass. It's like, I'm going to say it's like Perspex or something, or maybe resin. I think you do one build with that and it's just, you're done. You know, it's like, oh, that's the build from that build. It just will look the same every time you use it. So it's a little bit too, yeah, I'm going to call it gimmicky. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's a little bit too much for me. It's not, but I know sometimes I'm like, oh, you don't have to be versatile all the time, but that was a little bit too extreme for me, and I would have liked it that I could use it in multiple builds, and you probably won't really see me using it again. I've got to be honest. Yep, probably not. Definitely not if it's a CC build. That bathroom is not coming anywhere near my build. But yeah, so, and then we did Tiny Twavelers, which was kids. Everyone needs kids stuff. Some people are asking for teenagers stuff pack, but I just, to be honest, when I think of teenagers, what I think of is teenage angst, and I don't have anything that's inspired me yet for it. So yeah, don't know about that one. But okay, we've moved on to the living area. This is where you see the first pieces from the Stockholm set. You can see that I did use my first pets off the sofa to start off the meshing and everything for this. I've used it for the shape, but you can see I've removed, they have like subdivisions and it's also one-sided, but there I've made both arms, and I've also made the kind of desectionalized version of the original one that just was asymmetric. So I've done the right hand, the left hand, this two-seater, I've made a three-seater, there is an ottoman in it, there is an armchair, and then there's an armless armchair. So quite a few pieces that I was able to expand out just from that one thing. I think that was the best thing that came with my first pet stuff. Well, apart from the blinds, those are pretty damn cool. But it was a good base. Also, I separated out the cushions, so you can put the cushions on however you like. I have put the 3 cushions together, like they have them normally on the sofa, and then I have one individual one, so you can just mix and match colours, and they're all in planes, and you can have, it looks really nice if you just have cushions of the same colour as the sofa on top. I think that looks very, very classy. And on the ottoman, just a heads up, there are slots. That means it can be used there. Like I have used it as a coffee table. I didn't have to move objects. There are slots there. I think moving forward, definitely with any custom content I make, ottomans I'm always going to put slots on, because I think ottomans make great coffee tables. So there's always going to be slots on them. Just saying. Almost used the Moschino wallpaper, but I didn't. I went with a black wall, which I think is kind of sexy, not gonna lie. And I've used that table there, the fitness stuff pack. The fitness stuff pack has so much potential. There's a bathroom set in that actually that's kind of nice, but kind of not nice. Like it has the default swatch is the nicest thing, and then it kind of goes downhill. But I do really like that table. That table's epic, and it also kind of echoes the same table same style table that we did with the kitchen, which is the rough cut edge of the wood, and then we put in, we're gonna say it's a resin infill, but there they've done it with like slate or something like that. I think it's meant to be inset into that. So yeah, it's kind of a similar vibe going on. And I'm also obsessed with the wall lights that came with the Eco Lifestyle pack, and they are everywhere, the fabricated ones. So I'm sorry. And also I'd like to apologise because we still haven't done a build where I've got to use the new kids stuff that came with Eco Lifestyle, but apparently I'm all about those successful career people. I don't know. It's just what's on my brain at the moment, but it's because I've tackled builds that are in areas that I don't think are very maybe family friendly. They're more like successful up and coming family, you know. It's the place where they live before they have the kids. So yeah, that's how I see this area. I don't know what the area is called to the right hand side of the map in Evergreen Harbour. But then there's also the middle bit, which is the industrial part, which of course I did the first build on. And then there's the area to the right, which is like basically just suburbia. So I'm looking forward to tackling as more of a suburban build, but with the whole eco lifestyle twist on it. So of course we'll have to put solar panels on regular roofs and stuff. This one has solar panels. They're up on the flat roof. I've done them so that you don't have to worry about repairing them. I've used the roof ones before. On the roofs I was doing the like slanted floor solar panels because I kind of like the way that they looked on a roof. But I did actually put a ladder all the way up to the top onto the roof because I was planning to use those up there, but I ended up changing my mind and using the roof solar panels instead. So you don't actually technically need that ladder right there on the left hand side that's going up onto the roof, but you can go up there if you wish to. I don't know why, because there's nothing to see, or you could get, I'm sure, some great screenshots if you sent your sim just up that ladder and you were just like watching the sunset. Oh, that would be kind of epic. Yeah. So yeah, we're on to the bedroom. I think I use the word love a bit too much, but I'm in love with the flooring. We all know, I've said it 5 million times, it's just the Get Famous floor without the scuffs and in regular wood colours instead of a tinge of yellow and red, which is what those floors are in. So yeah, I'm going to be using it just in maybe every build. Again, I've got to use the windows as well. The small window that you see there is from Get Famous, which they actually complement. What I would have liked is some small regular windows to match these windows that came with Eco Lifestyle, because I feel like Eco Lifestyle, they're kind of feature windows. You're not going to have those over every single part of your home. So it would have been nice maybe if they did use the same frame as they've done for their full height windows and done some smaller variety. I don't know what it is about windows, but the Sims team doesn't really want to do smaller windows that are modern. You know, I would like a full suite of modern, please. I don't know if you heard a weird farting sound, but that was my elbow on the cable for the microphone. Did not fart, promise. So anyway, we moved on to the bathroom. I'm gonna go northern and say bathroom here. This one, I have kept the footage of this one in. I have not kept the footage of the other side bathroom because it's just the same. Well, it's not the same. It's even smaller actually. It's only 2 tiles deep and this is 3 tiles deep. That's the difference between the two houses. One has a 2 tile deep bathroom, the other has 3 tiles. That's because the other side has more space in the bedroom, 1 more tile, and this one has 1 less tile. So that was the main difference. It's just about where the stairs come up in the house, because they're further back. It means that there's a shorter space between the stairs and the back of the house. Okay, that explained it. But yeah, I got to use the bathroom, I got to use the marble, and again we've picked up the green and black theme. We've got green and black in the bedroom, green and black in the bathroom, green and black in the kitchen. Do we have green? We do have a green ottoman, I think so, downstairs in the living area. But yeah, this one, very cohesive. I've used the same wallpaper all the way throughout and just put feature walls of the black, but I did decide to add in the wood wall that came with Eco Lifestyle because I think it's a nice feature, and I did that on both stair walls. So this one has like the light version in it, and then the other side has the black version of the wood on the wall. And you won't see this in this one, but I did later after I finished filming. I always go around and do little touches, but I found the wall decor that, like, you know, it's almost look like scales. As you move, it kind of almost looks iridescent, but not quite. I managed to fit that into the kind of wall that has the wood on it as well, so you have like a feature piece of wall installation as you go up the stairs, and that's in both sides as well. So we're on to the light bright one. I used lots of my Stockholm set in this because I was getting more slightly Scandinavian inspired vibes in this. I'm not going to call this Scandi, but we're going to say Scandinavian inspired. Yeah, and I tried to use the kitchen table, but I decided not to. I think it was because the black glass, I would have loved some clear glass actually. I'm doing improvements to my own stuff. Yes, I would have liked some clear glass and not always black glass. Thank you very much. That's what I should have done. We should have done black glass with the black legs, and then like clear white glass or with the silver. Well, it's only been like, what, nearly a year. That was out in September last year. Oh my god. Yeah, like we're at what, 9 months since that came out. So and can we just say that there has been, what, 3 patches for this eco lifestyle. There was the initial patch, then saves got balked, there was another patch, and then there was some fatal error thing that was happening, so we got another patch, and the CC is still working. I say it was a Christmas miracle in June, because I was so worried about having to update everything. But if you have my CC, it still works. I don't know if you can upgrade. I haven't tested this, but I don't know if you can upgrade the appliances that came with to be like eco-friendly or not. It's not really that much of a priority. So if something else breaks, then maybe we'll add that functionality in the future. But until then, it all works, so I ain't touching it. But yeah, so Tiny Travelers also is out for free now. It's been out since the 8th. So I hope you have been enjoying using that. I've seen many a build using it, but feel free to send me more because I like seeing them. I like seeing how people use CC that you had a clear vision yourself for, and how people interpret how it's meant to be used, if you get what I mean. So yeah, can I just say that this rug was made for this house, and it went so well with my Stockholm set that it was kind of like what's going on here? But yeah, it went really well. I was really happy, and this one is just a whole lot airier and lighter and all that stuff. I haven't really focused in these builds on the eco living, like recycling things or things like that. You have a dumpster outside, so if you want to dumpster dive, you can. There is also space kind of at the entrance if you're going to put in some kind of machine, like right there by that window. There's space there to put extra stuff on the outside. You could always swap things. I've only done like one vertical garden on the outside. I just didn't see these people as being huge gardeners. Maybe, you know, a herb garden we'll call it. That's why you've got the one vertical garden. You could put a few herbs in there for it to add a bit of flavour into your food. But yeah, I've kind of not try to shove in as many eco lifestyle activities into this one. It's kind of more of a, okay, this is a nice build, in the new world, as opposed to a showcase of every single item I could possibly squeeze in, which is what some of the others were. It was like, how many recycling things can we fit in? But yeah, I love that coffee table. I hope, I haven't play tested this, by the way. I hope you can get around that coffee table. I shrunk it down one. If you're looking for shrunken coffee tables that, you know, you have the proper slots and everything, Peacemaker has a whole set of coffee tables that are shrunk just like that, kind of like 80% of the size, and have all the proper slots, so you don't need to use move objects and use the shelf like I have. But I was just keeping it to my own custom content in this one and not using Peacemaker, so I didn't use those. But yeah, he keeps it up to date. Unfortunately, Sims 4 Studio has not updated yet, which is a little bit worrying. So that means that all of the content is kind of still locked. There is a few items from Eco Lifestyle I would like to get my hands on to do some future CC with, and I can't do that until Sims 4 Studio updates, because otherwise the program does not see all these new items. They are under lock and key. But yeah, so this rug here, I've tried to use it and it's a very difficult rug to use. I would like it like one tile shorter. I don't know, it's just a little bit too long, so I end up having to swap out that table and go for this way longer table, which I don't really think you need a 6-person table in this size place. It would have been nice to be able to keep the other one, but it went better with the rug, so we're doing it. And also the chairs from the kitchen match the table from Eco Lifestyle. I'm happy. I'm very happy. But yeah, so I managed to squeeze in one item from Tiny Travelers there, which is the drawer unit. It's more of a Scandi vibe anyway, so I think it's fitting in here. I had real problems doing the layout of this upstairs, it being one tile longer and it being just a long room. It may have slightly hurt my brain to figure out how to make this space look good. So you'll see me move around the armchairs a lot and just try to figure it out. So yeah, every bedroom has like this outdoor balcony space as well, which I think is nice. I end up putting an easel out on this one, so it's more of an artist one. The other one just has a sitting area, but I think that's a good space for you to put any activity tables that you may want to use, like the recycling thing could go up there, or woodworking or whatever. I think that's a good space, as well as the gardening area. But yeah, I'm still struggling with the armchairs. What do I do? How do I divide the space? It was all a little bit too much by this point. I was like, no, why did I furnish this side too? Could have got away and left it empty. But yeah, I think I'm gonna treat myself today to the rest of the day off, and I think I'm gonna play some Eco Lifestyle. I've decided. I've been seriously binging on Animal Crossing. It's a bit of a vice. I think when I go on my next hunt, let me know if you want me to stream this. I feel like it would be kind of cool to go on the whole villager hunt with the Nook Mile tickets and go from island hopping to find my dream villager for Animal Crossing. If that's something you would like to see, it would just be a one-off stream. I won't be doing Animal Crossing again, but let me know if you'd like to see that. But anyway, screenshots. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back next Sunday. Bye guys.